I'm Dory Demers, and I'm the Rise Vermont coordinator. Rise Vermont is a community initiative to embrace healthier lifestyles, improve the quality of life, and reduce healthcare costs of where we live, work, and play. We are pleased to bring you Rise TV, a weekly syndicated show on Northwest Access Television, bringing us all tips, tricks, and resources to embrace a healthier lifestyle. We are thrilled that we are partnering with the Vermont Department of Health St. Albans District Office to offer these tapings as WIC-approved activities. Please be sure to listen for your WIC-approved phrase that'll appear at the bottom of your screen here and also be told by the co-host. This will be what you will have to report back to your local district office to get credit for your second nutrition education. If you'd like more information about Rise Vermont, head to www.risevermont.com or follow us on social media. I really hope you enjoy the show, and thank you for joining us in embracing a healthier lifestyle and creating a healthier community for all of us and generations to come. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jessica Frost, and I'm here for Rise TV. And today my guest is Mitch Craib, and he works at City School as the wellness coordinator. So welcome, Mitch.
Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate your having me on.
I appreciate you coming. So I don't know if you would be willing to share what your position entails at City School and how that position came to be.
Well, I'm the wellness coordinator at City School, but I have many other functions there as well. I drive kids to school, I help out with grant writing, I do daily announcements, but basically my main function is to try and promote health among the students and the staff at school, mostly the students.
That's great. That's a very unique job. Not a lot of schools have that position.
That's true, and this one is maybe made possible by the fact that I do more than just health promotion alone. There are a lot of tasks that a school with 800 students need to get done, and so anyways, I'm perhaps one of the administrative minor staff there, taking on various roles, but yeah.
So what are some of the projects that you've taken on? Well, first of all, how long have you been at City School?
I've been there for 5 years.
Okay.
And yeah, there've been quite a few projects, but I have to say that it's not me, you know, it's really a staff of people with a commitment to health promotion. Primary among them is the principal and the vice principal, who really have been interested in health for a lot longer than I've been around. So my coming is just being able to help facilitate some moves there.
Yeah, sometimes what a group needs is just somebody to kind of step in and pull it all together and coordinate who needs to be coordinated.
Yeah.
So having that person is a huge asset.
It can help.
Yeah.
The school has undertaken a lot of initiatives, and some of them have been associated with me, and others have been more coming from the administrators. Maybe the ones that you're interested in are things like the Walk to School program, or our efforts to try and improve nutrition for the students. Any way that we can promote exercise, so basically, you know, health initiatives. But there are other ones that might be worth discussing today, like changes in food options for children there. You know, we don't have vending machines at the school. We don't sell junk food or candy. We really try to promote healthy foods in the cafeteria and in the classrooms, and we've got various programs to do that.
What are some of those programs? I would love to hear more about them. I know there's been changes in the lunchroom.
Well, that's true. Even before the new federal guidelines came in requiring cafeterias to, you know, serve healthier foods, our school was trying to do that. And it's tough. There are limitations to how much you can spend per child and so on, but we have now grant funding to provide students with really healthy meals. Breakfast and lunch are free. There's a fresh fruits and vegetable grant that's been going for years at school, and that's wonderful.
Sorry to interrupt, but breakfast and lunch are free for everybody.
For all students.
Wow,
right.
That's amazing.
Yep. Staff need to bring their own
Yeah.
meals, right, or pay for them there, but it's very affordable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is amazing, and it makes a huge difference. It's nice to see kids come in and get a decent meal right from the word go, and so they can be ready to learn in the classrooms.
Yeah, that's huge.
And now, kids are coming on time and ready to roll.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then they get, you were saying, a healthy snack in the afternoon too.
Well, it can be in the morning time or
okay.
afternoon. Learning communities decide when they want their snack. They are always fresh fruits and vegetables, and it's made a difference because I think, not every family has a lot of fruits and vegetables in their dietary plan, and this is a way to sort of introduce healthy foods to children and their families. People are trying to eat broccoli or mangoes or kiwis or whatever, and this is a great chance to try them out and see that they are tasty, and then hopefully go home and ask for them to be included in the menu there too.
That's great.
Yeah.
And you've seen a difference. You said the kids come more ready to learn once they've had a healthy breakfast.
It's not
them
just
going.
the snacks, the meals, but after school, before kids go off to play in soccer or do an after-school activity of a sort, there are snacks then too that are healthy for them. So really, you're kind of almost providing meals across the whole day for some children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the parents really only need to worry about dinner.
Right.
That's great.
Yeah. In fact, we generally ask parents to sort of let their kids come to school and join in with what we have food-wise, rather than come with packed lunches, which can be a challenge, if they have meals that other kids might want, or that might not be as ideal as what we offer. Not to say that it's perfect at schools. You are limited with the funds that are available, but
Right.
yeah, and guidelines are very strict about how much fat and sugar and salt and so on are in the diet.
I would think all the eating together too of the same meal would help build community among the students too.
Does.
Promote some
Yeah,
bonding together.
bonding, that's true.
Yeah.
It's allowed in happy time in the cafeteria, for sure.
Yeah. And I do want to touch on the walk to school days, and I know you guys are very, they pretty much happen every week in the fall and the spring.
They do. Well, here's our goal, is that every month we want to have at least one walking Wednesday, supported by staff on 7 different walking routes around the town or city. So that's important to us. But in October and in May, which are generally good months weather-wise, we like to have more. So every week we try to offer it then. So it ends up that we offer 16 or 17 different walk-to-school days across the school year. It's a way for us to make sure that children have an opportunity to exercise as they get to school, try it out, see whether they want to do it on their own or with their families, and it's bringing about a very slow but important change in our culture.
Yeah, have you seen that impact the culture from the time you started until 5 years later?
I often refer to the experience I had in my own family. When I moved here, my son was in 5th grade, and I made him walk to school every day. And he was not thrilled about that because he was the only child walking to school. And we walked with him. But he was embarrassed because no one else was doing it. It wasn't cool. That's no longer the case. Now, on average, about 10% of our student population walks to school. And what's kind of neat about that is, when you think about it, more than half our students are pretty young. So parents are not going to feel comfortable about just letting their kids stroll out and walk to school on their own. So the 10% that are coming in, they're from the older group. So it's a pretty good amount, really, when you think about it.
I know every time I'm at City School, the bike rack is overflowing. I mean, even when it's not the best weather, there's still a couple bikes on there.
Yeah.
It's great to see.
And a lot of kids walk. It's not just the biking stuff, right? So, yeah, I think it's making a difference.
Yeah. Our WIC access code is Walk to School. I also wanted to touch on some of the new plans that might be in the works for this year and some new changes that might have happened at City School?
Sure. I mean, it's kind of a continuation, but in the Walk to School program, we're really trying to make it a daily event in certain areas of town. And it's a little challenging finding enough parents to help out because honestly, our staff are busy prepping for teaching in the morning, and they don't have a lot of time to walk kids in. So we're trying to expand to Houghton Park area or up to Barlow Street community area and see if we can get families walking in, kids walking in every single day. It's really important because kids are supposed to have 60 minutes of exercise every day, moderate exercise. And even though we offer a recess and PE several times a week and sports, it just isn't happening for a lot of kids. And if they were able to just walk into school, which they can do here, there are sidewalks everywhere around the city. Kids live within 2 miles of the city. Most live within a mile of school. If they could just walk 20 minutes into school and then 20 minutes home, they'd get 2/3 of the requirement for the day.
Yeah.
It would be a huge deal.
Yeah.
So that's our main push this year. I think our ongoing kind of other nutritional health initiatives are well established.
Yeah. Another change a teacher had told me about is that it had always been discouraged for teachers to take away recess as a punishment or for whatever other reason.
Right.
But now it's become more of a policy that recess cannot be taken away at City School.
Well, I think it's interesting you bring that up. For the entire time that I've been there, it's 5 years, that's generally been the policy.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's stated every year, please, it's not a please, it's kind of a general statement. Do not take away recess from children as a consequence, basically. They need to get out and move. And I firmly support that goal.
Yes.
I know it's tough. Children sometimes have very tough days, and you need to be able to try and find some way to tell them that's not okay, but taking away recess is not the solution. Most of the kids that are challenged are needing recess more than anything.
Right.
And it's brief. When you think about it, it's half an hour, so you've got to line your kids up, get them outside, they play, then they've got to line up and get back in again. Time is short.
Yeah, it is. And actually, a half-hour recess is pretty significant. I mean, some of the schools we work with only have 20 minutes, and then it goes down to 15 when they're in the upper
Right.
grades.
Yeah.
And they still have to get their coats on and get outside in that
Yeah.
amount of time. So I applaud City School for never taking away recess and also giving them a half hour. I always would love more, but a half hour is significant with all that they have to do in a day.
When you're in an exercise field or training background, you realize that it's small. The ideal would be, as you see in some Scandinavian countries, like 3 or 4 times a day for 15 or 20 minutes at a go. Just changing up the routine, moving physically is essential for really keeping brains healthy and happy.
Yeah, I mean, even as an adult, I need to stand up and move around every hour.
Yeah. And it's been nice. You've been coming to our school and promoting health with Rise Vermont, and you talk about that. The different ways for kids to do yoga or exercise throughout the day to boost their brain activity.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate going into City School. I look forward to it. So we're about out of time, but I wanted to thank you for coming and sharing all the wonderful things that City School is doing. And we will be, if you look on our Facebook page, you'll be seeing lots of posts about all the great things they're doing this year. So thank you.
You're welcome.